Hello dear students. As you all know, I have been explaining the fourth chapter of your political science textbook. In the previous lectures, I explained at first about the political scenario of South Africa before 1994, when the country was ruled by the policy of apartheid. Next, you learned about the first and the most important element of a democracy, that is, people's participation in government. Here, you learned that in democracy, the people play a crucial role as they cast vote and elect the representatives to run the government. Today I'll explain the later part of the chapter. Let us look at the heading, Need to Resolve Conflict. Before I proceed, I must tell you the meaning of resolve and the meaning of conflict. So, resolve means settle or find a solution, and conflict means a serious disagreement or argument. Now, why does conflict occur? Conflict occurs when people of different cultures, religions, regions, or economic backgrounds do not get along with others, or when some among them feel they are being discriminated against. By nature, human beings are very sensitive and they feel insulted when treated differently or discriminated. In some cases, out of anger, out of disappointment, people use violent means which cause restlessness, insecurity in society. It leads to fear and tension among others living in an area. In such situation, the government is responsible to settle the conflict and restore peace in the area. In this chapter, you will get some examples of conflicts in our society and how government resolve those conflicts. Let us discuss one of them. Very often in our places we see religious procession. It's very common at times. These processions and celebrations can sometimes lead to conflicts. For example, the road through which the procession will move may be a busy road for which some people may stand against the procession, or there may be conflict for the differences of religions. In such situation, the government plays an important role to resolve the conflict. The police is responsible for ensuring that violence does not take place. Here, the police plays an important role to resolve conflict. There are many more instances where government resolves the conflicts. Now, next heading to explain is equality and justice. One of the key ideas of a democratic government is its commitment to equality and justice. Equality and justice are inseparable. In the previous chapter, we got the story of Dr. Ambedkar, who preached the idea of equality, and he himself fought against untouchability. The practice of untouchability is now banned by law. The government made some special provisions for those groups that are considered as unequal. In our society, there is a tendency to value and care for the boy child more than the girl child, and thus girls are treated unequal and they are considered as inferior. That's why the government steps in to promote justice by providing some special provisions that can enable girls to overcome the injustice that they are subjected to or that they are facing in their life. Thus, government provides a equal status to women like men. That's the end of the chapter. Hope you have understood. If any doubt is there, please clarify. Thank you.